The following is a fan-based discussion. All materials discussed are property of Toei Inc., Bandai, and Saban Entertainment.
$500! Woo! Sorry. I just elbowed Marcus in the shoulder by accident.
Man,
500 subscribers.
Thank you, everybody.
Holy shit.
533 as we're recording.
As we're recording, 533. We're a little late because it kind of took us a while to decide what the fuck we're going to do for this.
Yeah, that was a problem.
I don't think we're going to do another one of these until like 750 or 1,000.
Yeah, after another 250, we're going to go ahead and do that now. So, subscribe.
Subscribe if you want more of this.
But if they keep doing it at this rate, that'll be like our next video.
Subscribe.
Subscribe.
So that works too.
So we're going to do something a little different this time. Little bit. Because we've actually had a couple requests in person for this from some. I'm done.
It is not an episode of the Tokukast if somebody doesn't do a word flub.
Usually him, but yeah.
Usually him.
Hey, it was you in the last one. But moving on. We're doing a beginner's guide to Tokusatsu.
Yes.
Because a lot of people that we know who don't watch this, and we explain to them what we do with this, they're like, so what the fuck's Tokusatsu? Like, I have a cousin who is really nerdy and would love this shit, but he just doesn't have enough time to watch it. And I gave him a list of this is what you should watch first because I know what you like. And we're going to kind of do that today, just in case you know anybody who you think can get into this. Tell them to watch this video, and that means more subscribers for us. That's not a plug. But so you want to start with Kamen Rider or Sentai or in general?
Let's start with what Tokusatsu is.
Right.
If you're a first-time viewer and you're not familiar with what it is a live-action Japanese television film or drama that features considerable use of special effects.
Gojira.
Gojira. If you watch Power Rangers in the 90s, it's the same thing. Literally. But there's really no other way to explain it. It's just, your very action-packed kid shows, but in Japan, they're not
going off for a very long time.
Since 1971.
No?
Well, no.
Well, that's when Kamen Rider started, right?
Yeah, we're going to go ahead and go from 1965, from when Ultraman started.
Yes. Good, I forgot that.
So,
sorry.
we would always say where you should start depends on your tastes.
Yes.
If you like comedy more than anything else, you should definitely start with Carranger and Den-O, the Kamen Rider, because those are the funniest ones that those two shows offer. Mm-hmm. If you like horror or like things like that, you might want to go away from
If you like more mature stuff, like horror, whatnot.
Well, I'm more talking about horror as a genre, not as a maturity, because there are scary fucking shows in Tokusatsu. Mainly Garo.
Yes.
Amazons.
And Amazons. But I'm sorry. Garo still wins in my book for creep factor. Remember the one white guy who's in that show every now and then? Where he was the star-obsessed serial killer? Yeah. He's saying Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. That shit's traumatizing.
The dentist.
So if you like horror...
Oh god, the dentist.
So if you like horror, the Garo series.
If you like more action-oriented series with a little bit more adult flair, maybe watch Ultraman Nexus.
Yes. Ultraman Nexus, or maybe...
Which we have reviewed on the show.
Yes.
Or Gaim, maybe?
Well, really more...
If you want to start with something that's a little more modern and you like, say, shonen anime, Gaim is a great place to start.
If you like shonen anime and you like that kind of shit, Gaim is
a great place to start.
Your bread and butter. Mm-hmm. It is amazing. It's my favorite Kamen Rider.
If you want to get a little bit older, we suggest starting with, really for the Sentai at least, go with like Changeman.
I would say Changeman, Liveman. I would say Liveman out of the older ones is probably the one I would recommend the most.
If you are not really, if you are unlike me and don't care about watching things that are too old, because sometimes I just can't really get into it if I see all of the inconsistencies, then definitely with Changeman, Liveman, Jetman's great. Dairanger's fucking amazing.
I'm going to recommend Liveman, especially if you don't mind old stuff, because Liveman has a great balance of drama, comedy, and action.
And consistency.
The characters are all really good. It's a really well-written show. It has great villains.
Yeah.
So I'm going to recommend Liveman if you want to go a little older.
It's a great, great show.
Now, what about shows that you just want to watch because they're ridiculous? Because there are people who are like that because it makes no sense. It's balls to the walls idiocy. Besides Carranger, because we already covered that.
Yes. Carranger is a good one, though.
Didn't because we already covered that.
Deno, because we already covered... With Deno, when your first shot of your main character is him on a bike stuck in a tree, and somebody goes, how the fuck did you manage that? Great start. Choujuu is just fun. It's not the greatest plot, I know that, and it's got good action.
It's your favorite. It's
fun characters. If you just want to... Especially if you like Power Rangers as a kid... Kyuranger is good to start with because it's pretty much that essence of just fun with dinosaurs.
One thing I will say is Super Sentai is much more episodic. It's much more Monster of the Week.
A lot more of the recent ones, at least.
A lot of the recent ones, but it's still like as a whole because it's aimed at younger kids. So it's more of a Monster of the Week. There isn't too much plot. So if you want to start with something a little lighter, I would recommend Super Sentai first. And the one I would recommend more than anything is Gokaiger. Kaizoku Sentai Gokaiger. Because this is from 2011. Is it really
5 years old now?
It is the 40th anniversary is almost done. So this is the 35th anniversary series, and it's the Pirate Sentai, and they have the ability to change into all of the previous Sentai. That's one of their abilities.
It is a great starting point because it's a good show, memorable characters, fun action, good plot, and it gives you the ability to just see hints.
Well,
shut up.
Plot.
It was it
has a good plot for what the show is. It's not a great one.
It's not a great one,
but it's still good. It's my favorite Sentai.
The problem with Gokaiger's plot is the fact that because it was an anniversary season on an unprecedented level, they ended up having a lot more returning actors come back than they had originally.
But that's why I would recommend this one, because you have a lot of returning characters from previous seasons.
So you get to learn
about everything that's come before it while experiencing something new at the same time.
The only problem with that is the fact that you will be spoiled for some of the older ones, especially Jetman.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, Jetman's sort of the big...
But if you don't mind spoilers, then it's all up to you.
But that's really where we would recommend with Sentai. Kamen Rider is really all over the place because it depends on your taste as a person. If you want the mature, drama-esque, I would start with Kuuga and Agito. Shut up.
Drama-ass.
That is what you said.
Drama-ass.
That drama-ass, though.
I'm just gonna...
But yeah, if you want to go for something...
We're going to chalk that up with like CGA and Epitiment.
Yep.
Is many of the other things you've said.
I hate you all.
Epitiment isn't a word.
Like, if you want to go for something just a little bit more mature, do end up going
words
for
are fucking hard, okay?
do end up going for like some Black or...
if you don't mind something older, Kamen Rider Black is a great one.
Don't watch Black Arts. Kuuga, Agito, Ryuki.
Ryuki is a
Ryuki's good one.
Ryuki was the first one I started with.
Faiz, if you want to be extremely, extremely frustrated throughout the entire thing.
If you want to watch something that's just fun, that has a lot of good action, but is an all-around good show...
Kabuto.
No.
Hibiki up to episode 30.
Yep.
I was going to say O's.
O's, yeah. O's
Kamen Rider
is just
O's
fun.
is a good one. I think is a good one to start with because it's balanced.
It is.
It has that good mix of drama,
that
comedy.
and W. W is a good balance.
W is also a good one to
I would
start
have
with.
given that one to W more than O's.
Because it has more balance of comedy?
Because...
I would say O's does too.
I feel like the character's a little bit more... Well, not the characters. The plot is a little bit more solid.
If you like detective stories or film noir or things like that...
Then W
is up your alley.
Or Drive.
Or Drive.
The first 25 episodes.
Ignore him. But Drive, if you also like...
crime dramas.
If you like crime dramas, if you like crime-solving anime...
Dekaranger, if you want to watch a police-based Super Sentai.
That's a good one.
I know most of our viewers know all of this already. But,
every video is somebody's first video.
Very true.
Skip Wizard and Ghost and a Ninja. Just saying.
That's up to you.
Just do it. Save yourself.
We have plenty of viewers that Ghost is their favorite one, so...
They should watch the other ones first. But yeah, that's really ended up being our list for this one. There are a lot of shows out there. We haven't watched as much Ultraman, so we can't really end up saying as much
about that in the Metal Hero series.
We know that,
Which we totally forgot about Space Sheriff Gavin.
Yeah. Go watch Gavin. It's Kenji Oba. Kenji Oba's,
And if you don't know who Kenji Oba is, he's the... I almost said the Chuck Norris of Tokusatsu.
You're not entirely wrong.
You're not really wrong. He's just the greatest. One of the greatest actors.
I never have watched anything Space Sheriff Gavin related except for that movie we watched, I think. And there was a different Gavin. And all of a sudden... No, it was before that. I think it was with the movie with the Gokaigers. And all of a sudden, the new Gavin is getting his ass kicked.
No, because in the one with the Gokaigers is just the original Gavin.
Okay. Yeah. There was
he still ends up beating the shit out of the Gokaigers.
Anyway, the new Gavin is getting his ass kicked. And all of a sudden, a Jeep drives through the wall, runs over, and he drives through, and all of a sudden Kenji just walks out of the Jeep and roundhouse kicks some dude in the face, and I'm like, holy shit, okay.
You're just the
And Marcus was like, that is Kenji Oba.
That is motherfucking Kenji Oba.
Yeah, there are a lot of like Ultraman for the past couple of years, oddly enough, they have been milking the hell out of their 45th anniversary.
Yeah, they really fucking
because at this point they're almost at their 50th anniversary and
then they can start milking that one.
So yeah, it's just like that show has been going on for quite some time. At least Ultraman had, just like Kamen Rider, had a break for like most of the 90s and 80s. But I mean, it came back pretty strong. As you said, we finished Nexus. We did that review a couple weeks ago. We liked the show. But yeah, Ultraman has just been going on for quite some time. So, I mean, you can pick anywhere that you want to go. I know if you want to go for a little bit more comedic, some parts of Orb, which is the most recently airing season, I think it's coming to Amazon soon.
Zyuohger is a really good Sentai, though.
Zyuohger is a really good Sentai.
Sad to see it go.
Yeah, I am too. But
you're excited to see Kyuranger.
Good choice of words. I am excited to see Kyuranger.
Yes.
I am hesitant about watching it. I can stare at their suits all goddamn day.
But there are a lot of shows that you can just really just go and basically just pick and choose what you like. Go on to the Power Rangers wiki, go on to the Kamen Rider wiki, hell, go on to the Ultra wiki.
One thing I would say,
to the Toku wiki.
One thing I would say is if you like Power Rangers a lot, watch your favorite, the Sentai version of your favorite Power Rangers just to compare. Unless your favorite Power Rangers is on RPM, then we're warning you, do not watch the Sentai version of that.
No, do watch it, because if you really want to see how different they can really be, that's a good one to do.
Save yourself. Save yourself.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of
the Zords talk. Save yourself.
If you want to see how things could be really similar, go ahead and watch
Timeranger and Time Force.
Because they're the same show.
If you want to watch something be extremely similar in a good way, if you want to watch something be extremely similar in a bad way, watch Shinkenger and Samurai.
One of those shows is good.
One of those shows is good.
We'll
Guess which one.
It's Shinkenger.
Yeah, I mean, you just have a lot of options. Just coming into the fandom itself, you have a lot of options to watch. You have Kamen Rider, you have Ultraman, you have Super Sentai.
You have Garo.
You have Garo. You have
which is kind of an underrated show.
Some of the other ones.
Really? I'm sorry, but Garo is really an underrated show that we don't get to talk about a lot. I can't wait for us to review the first season of Garo.
It's going to be so much fun. Once we get to Kabuto and Gokaiger, that third review that we do, instead of going back and doing Kamen Rider to Know after Gokaiger, we're going to go ahead and just do Garo, because that was the year that the first one came out.
Mm-hmm.
I want to do it now, but he won't let us.
Nope.
So in conclusion, what would your top 3 recommendations be? To someone who wanted to start out with Tokusatsu?
Again, it all depends on their tastes. I give different lists to different people. That's the thing.
If I was going to end up giving anything, are we doing for both Sentai and Rider, or just 3 of each?
Let's do 3 of each.
3, whatever you want.
If I was going to doing anything for Sentai, I would say go ahead and watch Liveman, Dairanger, and Dekaranger. Those are going to be in the 3 that I would give. For Kamen Rider, I would end up giving the first 3 of the Heisei with Kuuga, Agito, and Ryuki. They're both, really, really good shows.
Both?
All 3. Trace. All 3 of those shows are really, really good. And
he has problems in numbers.
I don't know numbers.
Especially if they're German.
No kidding.
But yeah, they're all really, really good. And I just, if you're going to end up starting anywhere, yes, those 3 Kamen Riders I just gave you a little bit darker. But, I mean, they tell their stories incredibly well. And I think that's the thing that ends up doing it the best.
For me, with Sentai, I would say, again, it all depends on what you want. I would say Timeranger is a good one to start off with. Mm-hmm. It's very simple. It gets its point across.
Actors are great.
Actors are good. Story is good. I would say Zyuohger is a good one.
Yes.
But that's because, and I'm giving these particularly because I think it's easier to get into something when you start off with something modern as a start off with something old, just so you can kind of show the person that this is where they are now.
Mm-hmm.
And I think for third, I would have to say Gokaiger. If they don't mind spoilers. Only if they don't mind spoilers for previous seasons. For Kamen Rider, I would have to say Gaim, O's, and W, because those are my 3 favorite, and they're just overall good shows, except for Akiko, and we kind of covered that already. Watch the first episode. Hashtag shameless plug.
What about you, Jacob?
For Super Sentai, I'm going to go with Liveman, Gokaiger, and I'm going to say Hurricanger.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Hurricanger is just so much fun.
I'm okay with that.
If you want something that's very Japanese, it deals with things like ninjas and Japanese culture and things like that, Hurricanger is a really good one.
Kabuki theater.
Yes, especially.
If you like action, if you like fight scenes, you got to start with Shinkenger and Go Busters, because good God.
Those are good ones. For Kamen Rider, I am going to recommend O's, I'm going to recommend Fourze, and I'm going to recommend Gaim.
I'm not surprised by him recommending Fourze. We don't like Fourze, but it has its
moments. I like parts of Fourze.
Yeah, I like parts of Fourze.
Overall,
Fourze is not... Even overall, I don't think it's a terrible show.
Yeah, but worse things came after.
If you like anime, if you like comedies that are set in high school, if you like
Orange High School Host Club, well, that's the first high school anime I can think of.
Yeah, I can tell because it has nothing to do with anything that Fourze is about. But yeah, if you like anime, I think Fourze is a good one to start with.
But, I mean, there's like not as much else we can recommend, but except, say, we have 500 subscribers.
Watch Ultraman Nexus.
And that too.
And watch Garo.
Just based on Ultraman.
Just watch
all of the shows.
Watch all of them. I've done it. You can do it too.
How long did it take you?
Shut up.
If you are familiar with Tokusatsu, let us know what recommendations you would give to first timers in the comments.
Share this video to your friends. Share it on Facebook.
Share on Facebook. Share it to your friends. Let them know that it's not a weird thing to watch. Because that's the thing. It's so explaining what we review is kind of
hard.
Yeah.
Also, I think we should tell everyone where to watch it.
Because Kiss Asian.
Kiss Asian is also...
KissAsian.com. If you like torrenting stuff, you can download it from...
I would recommend TV Nihon because their subtitles are very good.
They take a little more time. If you're... What?
Some people are going to get so upset. Between the TV Nihon and overtime subs thing. Because TV Nihon, I think there is a little bit more...
Well, that's why I would recommend it because...
But TV Nihon has the benefit of subbing the older shows.
Yes.
They subbed a lot more of the older shows than Overtime has. But, I mean, various subgroups have done a lot of these other shows, like, for example...
Grown-Ups in Spandex?
Grown-Ups in Spandex have done Liveman. MFC, Million Fold Curiosity, did Carranger. But in a lot of shows have done it. We have to find the Timeranger subs again because the Facebook page that they put it up to got taken down. So,
I'm surprised.
Oh, yeah. Luckily we have Kiss Asian.
They're not there.
It's not. Damn it.
That's the point.
We got to torrent it. But yeah, there are a lot of things, a lot of them, and you just have a lot of choices. Just go read the summaries and pick what you like.
And Shout Factory is starting to release Super Sentai on DVD.
Woo.
Yeah, so you can buy it.
So they're
for a lot cheaper than
for some of them. They're
please support the official release
for like Zyuohger through I believe I think O-Ranger is the most recent one they released. There is an official U.S. release.
Hopefully they end up doing Carranger soon because it's a much better season.
I don't see why not.
Watch our reviews. Hashtag shameless plug. But I think that's really all we can say, don't you think?
Yeah.
But thank you to all of our 533 subscribers. Here's hoping to many, many more. And we will see you guys next time. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.